Okay, can we talk about the Proverbs 31 woman? Let's just talk about her because sometimes I look at her and I'm like, shut up. Are you kidding me? Why? Why, God, did you have to make the standard just so freaking high? Because I am literally like a Proverbs 30 something woman. Like I'm trying. God, I'm just trying to do all the things. But it's really hard. And I like look at her and I'm like, dang it, fell short. Even when I'm like places and I see somebody else, I'm like, that's totally a Proverbs 31 woman. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking jealous of her. Man, if I could be. And then I'm like, I bet the Proverbs 31 woman doesn't get jealous of other Proverbs 31 women. It's like this never ending cycle of crazy with my Proverbs 31 woman. And I ran into this entrepreneur. She's like a bad mamma jamma entrepreneur. And we were talking about the Proverbs 31 woman because she's a Christian too. And so we're like, she's like, "Yeah," she's talking about it, and I'm like, "Yeah, but it's just so stressful." Like, God, are men stressed out because they're trying to be like a David? Probably. But like David had flaws. Proverbs 31 woman, she doesn't have any flaws. Samson had flaws. But where's the Proverbs 31 woman flaws? She got none. She got none. Now, there's bad girls of the Bible. Trust me, I've done a whole Bible studies on the bad girls of the Bible. There's a lot of freaking bad girls in the Bible. But then there's this one in Proverbs 31, and it's just like, okay, so we got all these bad girls, and then we got this one way up here. What the heck? Okay, but besides that, let me just tell you. So, what this lady said is this. She said, Ashley, the Proverbs 31 woman, she was an entrepreneur. She was an entrepreneur wife. She honored and loved her husband. But here's the most important thing. She didn't do it herself. And I was like, rewind? I said, I've read the scripture so many times. How did I miss that? And she's like, well, you probably missed the part where she makes sure that her servants have stuff. And I was like, stop it. Of course, I was reading it, but I was reading right over that part. And she had servants. She had helpers. She had systems to freaking help her. She didn't do it all. For some reason in my mind, I thought a Proverbs 31 woman did it all. And she did it all at excellence. Like she was basically like Martha Stewart, Joanna Gaines, mixed with like a bad mamma jamma all together. Like it was just like this combo of something that it's a unicorn, basically a unicorn wife. And that's basically what the Proverbs 31 woman is. She's a unicorn. She should be in the unicorn squad because she is an entrepreneur and she's an entrepreneur wife. Now, you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be a unicorn or to be a Proverbs 31 woman, but she had help. And y'all, this whole time I thought she was doing it by herself, but she wasn't. She was just in charge. She was the leader of that circus. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the leader of my circus. Yes, ma'am. And she had help. So what does that mean? So that means that my husband doesn't need me to clean his underwear. So I have a laundry service. And I'm still a Proverbs 31 woman. And I'm still a unicorn. We have systems in our house where I don't do the dishes. My son does the dishes and he earns points for it on our app system. And I'm a Proverbs 31 woman and I'm a unicorn. I have systems and help to make me stay in my lane so that I show up in the world like a Proverbs 31 woman, someone who has so much joy, who also is an entrepreneur wife, who honors her husbands in the streets, but she takes care of business. But she does not do it all, my friends. She has help. So if there's these moments that you're feeling like I am drowning here and I am trying to be a godly woman, you need better systems. You need Jesus. Let's just be honest there. I guess that should have been the number one. You need Jesus. You need systems. And you really need help. You need help. And ladies, we need to help each other. And we need to stop shaming women for getting help. Because we should be a community of people who take care of each other. Because that's what a unicorn is. And that's what a Proverbs 31 woman is. So as always, to my entrepreneur wives, my unicorns, and my Proverbs 31 women, stay sexy, my friends.